everybody, welcome to Hekate's Crossing. We are up to number 4 of the Fool's Journey Challenge, and what we're going to do today is actually choose one of the suits for the Fool to journey through. I've chosen the pipes, which is traditionally wands. There are some differences to this Native American deck in that the matriarch is always last, then the chief, warriors and maiden. It's just the way their traditional aspects of this deck, their beliefs, their thoughts were when they created it. So I'll go into more of that when we sort of start working with the deck a bit more. But just for number 4, what I'm going to do is journey the Fool. The Fool begins by stepping out of the void and into the light, and he starts his adventures. And he walks through a doorway, and as he pushes open the door, he sees a pipe with a rug of some sort. He looks and he sees, and he realizes this is the beginning of a new journey, a creative journey, a journey that will awaken his passion. A journey that's going to allow him to see what he desires in life and the actions that he actually needs to take to get there. So as he begins his journey, he comes across a trapper. He comes across this guy who's on snowshoes, travelling through the snow, and he's carrying what appears to be a beast across his shoulders. A wild animal that he's captured. Now he's captured this animal for food, for fur, for the ability to begin his journey. And as the Fool speaks to the trapper says to him, "What choices do you want to make in your journey? What do you desire? What is your creativity within your journey? What's important for you to actually move ahead?" This is about the choices and decisions that you've got to make so that you can move ahead. I've made the choice to trap this animal so that I can eat and feed my family. I've made a choice to capture this animal so I have warmth for clothing and blankets and things for my family. Those are choices that I have made so I can live. What choices are you going to make so you can move ahead? And as he thinks and ponders and continues his journey ahead, he comes across some people in some canoes. And they are working together to capture this seal, because they also need to eat and need to have nourishment. So he pauses and he looks at what they're doing and he reflects and he realizes there are some things in life that you actually need some effort for. You actually need to choose to work with other people so that you can actually move ahead. You cannot always do everything alone. So there are times when you need to trap things to be brought into your life. You need to work with others. He thinks as he continues his journey along. He comes across a group of people who are talking. And he looks at them and he wonders what they're up to. And he sees this man who does not belong there. But he seems to be respecting their ways. He is honouring who they are by offering them a gift. So he speaks of honour, of honouring who they are. So he reflects and he thinks, this is about honouring myself, but also honouring others, as I know that I have to work with others to be able to bring what I want in my life, knowing that there's all possibilities to what I want in this new adventure. He continues his journey, reflecting on what he's learnt so far. And as he comes across a group of people playing what appears to be a game, he asks them what they're playing, and he says, stickball. This is a game of a battle that we must win to achieve our goals. He reflects and he ponders, what does that mean to him, this game of stickball that these people are playing? And what do you mean that you've got to win so that you can move forward? This is a battle. This is a battle I must win, a battle I must fight to achieve my results. He comes across a war party and they are celebrating. He asks them why they're celebrating. Because we have victory, we have success in what we've achieved. Success? Victory? With the battle that you've had before? Honouring yourself and others? Knowing that you've got to work in a team to achieve your results? Understanding what I want to bring into my life, into my journey? Knowing this is a new adventure that I must travel, as I've stepped out of the void and onto a path of adventures. Okay, he reflects. What's next on my path? He comes across a warrior shouting and yelling, woo! That they do. They shout and yell because they've stood up for themselves. They've stood up against others who were trying to suppress them. They've won this battle that they've fought so hard to achieve. They really have stood up for what they believe. And he wanders and he sees somebody, a warrior, turn towards the mountains, and he asks, what are you doing? Why are you looking towards the mountain? Because we see the smoke signals. We see the message that's been carried. We understand that this is the quickest way for us to receive our messages, is by the smoke signals. They tell us that things are happening, and they're happening quickly, so we need to be ready. And as he moves along, he sees this guy who's chained himself to a stake. As others are trying to attack him, he says to him, what are you doing? He says, I'm standing up, I'm persevering, I am going to take down the enemy, for I am going to persevere to achieve the results that I want. He thinks. He's being defiant. He really wants to achieve his results and what he wants to achieve, even though the odds are against him. He's still going for it. And then it comes to the 10 of pipes. And it comes to the card of mockery. What does this mean? What are you doing? He says to the man, I am knowing that I have succeeded, that I know there are burdens being weighed upon me, but yet I know I can achieve results with a little hard work. I can mock what others believe. I can continue this journey. I know I am who I am, and I have worked hard, and even though I feel there's a weight upon my shoulders, I know there will be success, that things will feel completed. And he sees a maiden, a young maiden, and she tells him that even though she may not have had the experience, she has the enthusiasm to climb the ladder, to achieve the results that she desires. The warrior speaks of making sure he has all the information before he moves ahead. As with hesitation and observation, he can achieve results that he desires. The chief reminds him of peace and silence, of meditation and reflection, advice that is valuable to the fool's journey. The matriarch reminds him that it's important to be aware of his surroundings, to nurture his desires and his creativity, but to always be aware of what his lessons have been and what he has learnt and developed through his journey of the fool. The fool's journey. What has he learnt as he's travelled through the pipes? What knowledge has he gained? What must he reflect on as he's travelled his journey? So you go through and see what he has travelled. What journey and knowledge has he gained as he's spoken to each of these characters, or as he has observed and watched and expanded his knowledge, built on new foundations, and created stability in his journey. There have been some challenges, and there's been some successes. He's had to stand up for himself and watched for the signals. He's persevered, and even though there have been burdens of what others believe, he's achieved results, moved through new opportunities, gained experience, gained the knowledge that he needed, found silence and reflection, and nurtured his journey as he's moved ahead. So that is the fool's journey through the pipes. Now I have to go through personally, and I'll go through and look at the fool's journey through the other suits, including the Major Arcana. I've actually done the Major Arcana before, a long time ago, and I've added that to my blog. You can also find other fool's journeys through other suits with other decks on my blog. I'll put the link below for the fool's journey. that you can read the stories that I've written. I actually did a Fool's Journey with the Tarot Familiar already on my YouTube channel that you can check out. This is a great way to look at the imagery without worrying too much about the meanings and get to know your deck. Have you thought about the Fool's Journey through your deck? What journey has the Fool taken as he's walked through a suit or the Major Arcana? I'd love to hear your journeys. I'll leave all the information down below. Take care and blessed be. This is video number 4 of the Fool's Journey Challenge.